1,
2,
3, let's go!
And for those of you who are new here, make sure you subscribe down below and click the notification bell that we get notified every single time I upload. For those of you who haven't seen my last video, make sure you go watch that because this video is kind of like a part 2 to that. The last video was how to tell if you have toxic people in your life and then how to approach the situation and then also get them out of your life. This video today is going to be how to be happier and some tips that I have tried personally to make myself happier just by doing little daily things for myself. So kind of like a similar style to last week's video. So make sure you guys watch that before you watch this one. Obviously, we all went through quarantine and it was a really sad time and it's still a sad time. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be happy. Make sure that you're doing happy things for yourself. So the first question that I want you to ask yourself is, when are you happiest? Are you with people? Are you with friends? Or are you alone? So you always want to be happy first alone, and then you can be happier with other people. You want to make sure you're getting happiness from yourself, from within, before you can get happiness from other people. Another tip is concentrate on what is working in your life. Are you really happy when you do a lot of your hobbies, or are you not when you do hobbies? And if you're not happy when you do some things, then just don't do them anymore. Only focus on what is working in your life and what is making you happy. If it's just not working, then, just don't put as much time and energy into that as other things that are working for you. My next tip is find ways to make yourself happy. Whether it's hobbies or hanging out with friends or just like relaxing, make sure you can make yourself happy first before you pour your time and energy into making other people happy. You always want to find happiness from yourself. My next tip is focus on your hobbies. It could be reading, meditating, playing music, listening to music, and always be sure to listen to happy music. Like I said in last week's video, musics have different vibrations and you always want to listen to happy, positive music because that's going to make you feel like you're in a happy, positive mood, rather than if you listen to sad, depressing music, then that's just going to make you more sad. So I have a good vibes playlist, and on that playlist I have a lot of like Taylor Swift, like happy songs. I have a lot of Surfaces songs. Surfaces has a lot of happy, upbeat, positive music, so make sure you listen to them. They're super good. So listen to a lot of happy people, not like songs that have sad, depressing messages, because you just don't need that at all. My next one is appreciate yourself and be grateful for what you have, not what you don't. Don't focus on what you don't have because it's just going to make you even more sad. Don't be like, oh, like I don't have a pool in my yard, I don't have a huge house, I don't have a Lamborghini, like oh my god, my life sucks. No, don't focus on that. Focus on what you do have. Oh, I have a house, have a bedroom, and I have brothers and sisters, and I have people that care about me. Focus on what you do have. Focus on the people in your life that do make you happy, not the people in your life that don't make you happy. Only focus on all the positive things, and the positive things will keep coming towards you if you keep focusing on the positive. Because if you keep focusing on the negative, then your mind is just going to keep going in negative circles, and then the negative energy is just going to keep coming your way. You just don't want that. So only think positive thoughts, and I know that's really hard. My next tip is let go of things you can't control. This one has been super hard for me because in the past I always focus on things that I can't control, and why would I focus on them if they're out of my control? Only focus on things that are in your control and be upset about things you can control. Like, yes, it's okay to be upset, like obviously, because if it was in your control then you could do something about it. But if it's out of your control and you're still upset, don't be upset about it because you can't control things that you can't control at the end of the day, and it's just a waste of energy being upset over things you can't control because they're out of your reach and they're out of your hands. So don't be upset about it because it's just a waste of time. Next tip. Don't blame yourself for the past mistakes. They're in the past, so you should leave them there. Obviously, everyone makes mistakes in the past. But they are in the past, and they're in the past for a reason. Only focus on what is ahead. Don't spend so much time and effort into what is in the past and all of your regrets. Learn from your regrets. Live in the moment and focus on the future and what you do have, and just try and live with no regrets in the future. Don't live in the past because that's just a waste of time because it's in the past and you can't go back to it. So just learn from your mistakes and focus on what is ahead of you. Next one, Surround yourself with positive people. So this is kind of focusing on last week's video. It really does make a difference in your life, and I've honestly noticed with my skin actually. I have really bad acne, but acne is also caused from stress, and my skin has been doing so well the past few months that I've gotten a few negative and toxic people out of my life, and it's kind of crazy. My skin is clear for the first time in like 3 years. I'm gonna make a video on my acne journey, I guess, so that will come a little later. But make sure you surround yourself with positive people who only want the best for you. Don't surround yourself with negative people who are trying to tear you down and don't care about your feelings at all. Make sure you surround yourself with friends and family that want to lift you up, and you want to lift them up too, because that's just a healthy relationship that you should have with the people in your life. My next one is pretty important, and it's read happy and positive affirmations. I have an affirmation Pinterest board, and I read them probably once a day in the morning, and it just has happy little like affirmations like you're gonna do great, you are amazing, you deserve happiness, love, and prosperity, all little like happy affirmations. And I also have happy affirmations on sticky notes in my mirror in my closet, which is so helpful because when I'm getting dressed and stuff, I can just look at them and read them, and I'm surrounded by happiness. And even if I don't read them, I still know that they're there, and it's just knowing that they're there and knowing that I wrote them down to make myself happy is just like a subconscious thing, like giving me positive energy, if that makes sense. Make sure you give yourself positive words and words of kindness. Only say things to yourself that you would say to someone else. Don't be like, oh my god, I hate myself, because you wouldn't say that to your friend. You wouldn't say, oh, I hate you. You would be like, oh my gosh, I love you. My next one is use positive words when describing yourself. So don't use, oh, I'm such an idiot, oh, I'm so stupid, oh, I've messed that up again, blah, blah, blah. No. Only describe yourself in positive ways, because yes, people make mistakes, but be like, oh, oops, I screwed up, not a big deal, move on. Only describe yourself in positive words and be like, I love myself, I'm so proud of myself, I did an amazing job. Like, just only give yourself positive words. My next one is treat yourself how you would treat others. I went to a Quaker school, and Quakerism is basically like treat other people with kindness. So just treat people the way you would want to be treated, and only treat yourself with kindness and treat others with kindness as well. Don't be tearing people down. Next one is always put your needs first, and others will see, and then they respect you more. So always put your needs and what you need to do for yourself first. Don't push off your hobbies to go hang out with someone. Put your needs first. Make sure you do what you have to do, and then you can go hang out with them, because then they're just gonna see that clearly you don't respect your time, so why should they respect your time? Always put your needs first and what you want first, and then other people will see that and they will learn to respect you because you respect yourself first. My next one is don't push things off because someone needs you in that moment. If you're doing something, focus on that. So this is kind of like, make sure you have boundaries with friends and family. Don't feel like you have to answer the phone in that moment because you feel pressure to answer the phone. If you're doing something, focus on that and then call them later. Like, obviously you're gonna call them back eventually, or just be like, I can't talk now, but you don't have to stop everything you're doing to answer the phone. That's just not necessary, and boundaries are so important. My next one is take time for yourself first. Take some time to relax throughout your day by yourself. Take some alone time. You don't always need to be surrounded by friends and family. Make sure you take some time for yourself. Enjoy your hobbies. Maybe it's writing, reading, music, like I said before, but always take time for yourself first, and then take time with other people. My next one is hug your friends and smile more. Smiling is actually proven that it does make you happy. Even if you're in a bad mood, just smile because it will make you happy. It's super weird, but it does work. And make sure you're hugging your friends and family. Obviously, it's really hard to do that right now, but if you are quarantining with someone or you have exposed yourself to someone, make sure you give them a hug because it's so important. And it's actually proven that humans need 3 hugs a day in order to get that like nurturing feeling of like love and care. Hugging is super important, so it's really sad that we can't like hug everyone right now, but you know. My last and final one is, since it's summer, spend more time outside. Our quarantine was pretty much all of us were inside, so make sure you enjoy the summer. Take time to appreciate nature and appreciate what you have in your life and appreciate the outdoors and the sunshine, because the sun is so like giving and it can make you so happy. Even just like looking at nature makes me feel happy and positive. Do whatever makes you happy and make sure you find out what makes you happy. Maybe make a list of what makes you happy and then go do that. And also, this is like kind of a last tip. I know I said my last one was the last one, but I just thought of this one. Sometimes when I'm feeling sad or down or angry, I have a little folder on my Instagram and it's called Funny, so I will just go to that bookmark and I'll just watch those videos and it will like instantly put me in a good mood. Make sure you have something like that, or maybe call a friend. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and use the tips that I suggested. Make sure you guys subscribe down below and click the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, and keep signing petitions for Black Lives Matter. Bye.